The morning it all began, I woke to the sound of my irrigation pump coughing like it was dying. That pump had kept my family's farm alive through droughts, storms, and everything in between. So hearing it sputter felt like hearing a part of my life fall apart. I ran outside, heart pounding, only to find a muddy trench carved across my field and a bright blue PVC pipe snaking straight into the HOA neighborhood next door. My water was gone. For a few minutes, I just stood there in shock, hands on my head, trying to make sense of it. My grandfather had built this irrigation system 50 years ago. It wasn't just a pump, it was our lifeline. Without water, my crops, corn, alfalfa, and a small patch of peaches my late mother loved, would dry out within days. The farm wasn't a hobby, it was my living, my heritage, the thing my whole family depended on. I followed the pipe, my boots sinking in the damp soil. The closer I got to the neighborhood, the clearer the sound became. Water rushing, my water. And then I saw her, Karen, the HOA president, standing in front of a decorative fountain she'd ordered installed 2 days earlier. The fountain stood in the center of their roundabout, spraying like it belonged in front of a five-star hotel, and it was running full blast with my irrigation water. She spotted me and raised her chin with that smug sunshine on a rattlesnake smile she always wore. "Good morning," she said, as if she hadn't just hijacked my entire livelihood. "You weren't using it right now, and the HOA board approved the temporary redirection. The fountain is essential for our neighborhood's aesthetic value." "Aesthetic value?" I exploded. "Karen, this is my farm's water supply. My crops need this." She shrugged. "We'll only need it for a few days. You farmers always have plenty." I felt my jaw lock so hard it hurt. You farmers? As if we were a species she barely tolerated. The HOA had been a thorn in my side since the day they built the neighborhood next to my land. But stealing water? That was a new level. I called the sheriff. He came, shook his head, said it was a civil matter. I called a lawyer. Too expensive, too slow. Meanwhile, the sun was beating down on my thirsty crops. Every hour without water meant real damage. That night, sitting at the edge of the field with my dog Ranger curled at my feet, I felt completely defeated. My grandfather always said, when people take from you with no shame, you teach them a lesson they'll never forget, but you don't harm, you educate. And that's when the idea hit me, a harmless lesson, a messy one, a perfectly legal one. Early next morning, before sunrise, I went to the pump shed and disconnected the water supply. Instead, I hooked the HOA's stolen pipeline to the giant tank of liquid fertilizer we only use 3 times a year. Strong stuff. Harmless to people, but the smell? Satan's gym socks. And it stains everything a delightful shade of greenish brown. I double-checked everything twice. Then I waited. By 8 a.m., the HOA fountain sputtered, coughed, then erupted like a whale exhaling after a month underwater, spraying thick, foamy, bright green liquid fertilizer straight into the sky. And the smell hit seconds later. The HOA neighborhood practically exploded with chaos. People ran out of houses gagging, lawn chairs toppled, kids screamed, dogs barked, someone set off their car alarm. And in the middle of it all was Karen, shrieking and waving her arms as the fountain drenched her from head to toe. Her white designer blouse turned swamp green instantly. By the time I walked over, the entire fountain looked like a bubbling cauldron of Shrek soup. Karen stomped towards me, dripping fertilizer, her voice breaking with outrage. "What did you do?" I shrugged calmly. "Ma'am, that's my irrigation line you stole. If you tap into someone's system without permission, you get whatever's flowing through it that day." But, but this is disgusting. "So is theft," I said. The neighbors stared at her. Some glared, some whispered. A few even tried not to laugh. Turns out the HOA board had no idea she'd done this. Karen had ordered the fountain installed without approval, and after spending thousands of dollars of neighborhood funds, she panicked when she realized they didn't have a water source, so she stole mine. Within an hour, the board held an emergency meeting, still covered in green polka dots. By sunset, Karen was officially removed as HOA president, fined heavily for trespassing, and forced to pay for repairs to my irrigation system and compensate me for crop damage the fountain. Remove permanently. As for my farm, it survived. The peaches were a little late that season, but they came in sweeter than ever. And every morning after that, when I walked out to water my fields, I felt lighter. Not just because justice had been served, but because I had defended my family's legacy without crossing any lines. Sometimes life doesn't give you the perfect fight, so you create the perfect lesson, and you let the universe handle the rest. If you want, I can also create a summarized short version, a YouTube script format image prompts for thumbnails, Urdu translation. Just tell me.